Warning, the following is entirely satirical and should not be taken as truth or fact. Styles Rebel Radio and the Rebel Podcast do not own any copyrighted material that may be included in this broadcast. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm conventionally attractive.
All right, dude. Sick TikTok, man.
Suspend the show right now.
You're gonna zipline directly into the harpoon?
Yeah.
What do you know about planes?
I know a lot about planes.
Buckle in, dude. It's gonna suck.
Put your hand on the screen.
How did they find out? Who was the one?
This show has gotten infinitely more gay.
The mystical land of New Jersey.
I don't understand how the laws in this country work anymore.
Welcome to the Rebel Radio Show, live, uncut, and uncensored on WSRR Radio, saving the underground music scene. To my right, Shayne.
Hey, everyone.
On the board is Jules.
Hello.
I'm Radio's Rebel DJ Stalin. I remember there was a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Only one.
Okay. I remember one singular moment, too.
I hope it's the same one.
That'd be crazy.
Is it about Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Yeah. His hair. How luscious and blonde
how
it
fucking
is.
beautiful Dog the Bounty Hunter's hair was for no reason.
Yeah.
Dude was a bounty hunter. Why do you have to have such a long, nice hair? What a shit profession to have that.
What was he? What do you think he was before he was a bounty hunter?
Maybe a bouncer?
Professional model.
Yeah, hair model.
Fabio's brother?
I'm just saying, the man had really good hair.
Have we ever seen Fabio and Dog in the same place?
Why was his name Dog again?
That's why. That's probably the reason, because he got that dog in him, you know?
Yeah.
He loved Costco hot dogs so much, they named him Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
That's the lore now. 216-859-8699 if you love Costco hot dogs, or want to text into the show while we're on air today, of course, live every Monday at 5 p.m. But we're not talking about Dog the Bounty Hunter. We're talking about Bear the Cop.
Ew.
What's going on here? What's up with this bear suit, man?
I think it's Cop the Bear.
I'd rather not cop the bear, but
Well, there was a cop who supposedly went undercover, right?
Yeah. He completely went undercover.
He dressed in a full head-to-toe bear costume and like had a heart balloon and like chocolates and Valentine's.
Heart balloon, not a harpoon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Like Valentine's Day garb. That's what he had.
It looks like, from what I'm understanding of this video, he made a full presentation of he got down on one knee and presented the chocolates. At least that's what he could be holding a gun also. It could alternatively be a gun. It does kind
of looks like a gun.
Could be holding a box of chocolates and because he's definitely holding a balloon and he's on one knee in front of the house.
Yeah. So there's a cop dressed as a bear with Valentine's Day stuff trying to get a drug dealer?
Yes, there's a lady drug dealer, I guess, in this
In
house.
Peru. This is in Peru. This is not terrestrial.
The land of the puff pepper.
Dude, that's in South America. You better watch out.
But I'm not sure what the entire situation is. I saw the video and then brought it in. So basically, from what I saw from the video, he lured this lady drug dealer out with promises of chocolate and Valentine's Day garb.
Yeah.
Unknowingly to her, the bear that was giving her the chocolates and the love was a cop, and he arrested her on spot.
I hate when my Valentine turns out to be a cop. That's always
it's the worst.
That's always the worst turn of a heel turn.
Especially once you're already handcuffed to the bed.
Surprise!
You find out it's a cop.
Surprise! You're arrested. No,
it's a lot less kinky than I was.
No, I'm horny.
To be horny and arrested, that's the worst combo. At least you're still in your home at that point.
Yeah.
You're not horny and arrested in the jail, because that's when it really takes a turn for the worst.
I don't know. I feel bad for this lady who got lured out of her house. She was like, "Oh, yay! There's a giant bear person here to give me chocolate and flowers on Valentine's Day. This is so sweet." Oh no,
it's the fuzz.
It's the opposite situation. I'm now arrested.
I wonder if she has a significant other that helped the cops.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because either she is a very gullible drug dealer, which is a combination you don't want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or, like you said, someone had a play. She definitely had a love interest who she thought was going to go to this length, which is a weird length to go for Valentine's Day.
I mean, it seems like that's the situation. Is she was under the guise of oh, this is my hubby.
Or this is like a gift from my
Yeah,
significant
right,
other. Like
right.
they arranged this.
It says here on Fox, the details of the specific charges were not immediately available. So like, it seems like we don't know much about what was actually going on with the situation other than the video that.
And
I like
it.
it.
Did say that they found like heroin and like other opioids.
Yeah.
Well, she's a drug dealer, so
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
There's
At
probably
least-
going to be drugs.
She's
At
dealing
least the
some
bust was
drugs.
worth it, and it wasn't like raiding.
That's a hell of a chance to take if it's not.
Yeah.
If you get the wrong person and you
Yeah.
show up as a bear, that's a fun conversation to have at the station.
Yeah. Why did a bear just try to arrest me? The fuck?
You guys are not going to believe the day I had.
I
You're
didn't do
not going to believe
anything
why I didn't make
wrong.
it to work yesterday. Well, we talked about the story of there's an apartment. They got the wrong apartment number. Some lady called the cops for a
She was
burglar.
naked.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
broke into the wrong apartment and arrested
Yeah.
some naked lady.
Yeah, she was like a social justice worker.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
I think
was
she was
crazy.
just a social worker. I don't know about
Yeah.
social justice. I
Well,
don't know
she
if
did
that's
some kind of work with people in underprivileged
underpublished people.
Yeah,
She wrote books
underpublished
for him.
underpublished authors.
Yeah.
She wrote books for them.
real trooper.
Yeah,
Got
no.
the real on to the deal there. But no, imagine that's the situation that played out. Also, imagine walking by and seeing this.
Dude, I think American cops need to take note. Start dressing up to catch your victims more.
Well,
Catch them by surprise.
That's my first question: is this immoral / illegal?
No
I
way.
don't think so.
No
Listen,
way.
I'm the wrong person to ask when it comes to arresting criminals and drug dealers and diddlers and things of that
Yeah.
nature. I don't typically show a lot of remorse in that area, regardless. I'm very pro this. I think this is a great way to lure people out.
Yeah.
Put on some kind of public display.
I'm curious about your first question. Like, do cops have to present themselves
Right.
Oh.
when they're making an arrest or anything?
Oh,
like
well,
that?
like at the arrest, yes.
Like, do they have to show a badge or do anything? Or
So-
if
They have to say why they're being arrested, I believe, but I'm sure you could do that, while you're arresting.
right,
I'm sure that happened here.
right. I'm just saying, like, can
I show up as not a cop and arrest someone?
yeah,
Is that what you're asking?
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. This is very
Because like they set up the fake drug deals all the time.
Right, yeah.
And that's deceiving, but it's not. And like as soon as the drug dealer, whatever happens that they need the info for,
right.
they are like, "Hey, NYPD, you're under arrest. Here's your Miranda rights."
But I guess my question more so is like in a situation like this, say it's just a lady who they know is the bad guy or the bad person, whatever, and they're like making a bust on their house.
Sure.
Do they have to like say police on then?
There's probably, if it's like a bigger bust, there's probably like people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's probably like
Back
regular like uniformed officers who are like backup or something like that.
Yeah.
Riot shield, like in the video here, there's like a riot shield that says police on it. But like, I'm saying if you had none of that, if
what
there was
what
no
polar opposites to show up with? Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
You got one guy in a bear costume and the other in a riot gear. Those are
Dude.
polar opposites of handling the situation.
Bears got backup.
Bears got backup. That's why you never walk into the woods alone. You never know when a
Yeah.
riot shield might pop out when the bears are around,
Yeah.
Go Bears.
But yeah, like, do police officers have to be wearing full, like, do they have to have anything that
I don't
signifies, or
think
can they
so.
just pull up in like business casual attire and like,
'Cause, like,
Well,
there's
undercover cops are a thing,
detectives,
yeah.
yeah, undercover cops are a thing,
And
but
I think they can just pull up to the function.
but I think like they have to show a badge or
If they're
something. Like they like flash a badge before they put someone in handcuffs. You know what I mean?
I think they just have to identify themselves as a cop when arresting someone. But like
yeah, that's
when
probably
they're
true.
on the scene, they can do whatever the fuck they want
Right.
until like the illegal shit happens.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. If a bear shows up and handcuffs me and tackles me to the ground, I'm gonna assume it's a cop. I'm not gonna assume it's a bear anymore. No longer do I think this is my Valentine.
Well, yeah, that's another interesting thing. Is like the cop in the bear costume never took off the fucking head.
Good for him.
Yeah,
It was just in the
I thought I saw that when he had.
I think it's after that she was arrested, he took off the head and then put it back on as they were walking out. Like, this dude was
that's
committed to the
bold.
bit. Yeah.
That's bold of him then.
Good for
he-
him.
He
Yeah.
wanted his rentals worth.
But
for
yeah.
the costume.
It's also a lady bear costume, which I think is an interesting choice.
I mean, it's pretty.
Maybe she's a lesbian drug dealer. We don't
It's
know.
a pretty bear.
It's 2024. They got those now.
I think, listen, you order a bear costume, it doesn't matter what the gender is. I'm just...
I get it. You know more about ordering bear costumes than I do. I got it.
Yeah.
Right?
No, part of my community.
Yeah, I know. Not in Oklahoma, but I know. You've ordered your fair share of bear costumes over the years. I think it's a good strategy. I think a better strategy, and again, I don't know how feasible and legal it is. I would like some clarification if you are in law enforcement or know someone in law enforcement or have the knowledge of this. 216-859-8699 is the number to text in. It's the Rebel Hotline. You can do it now or in podcast form. Comes out every Wednesday at 10 a.m. I think a better way to do this in America is do a giveaway. Link up with a local radio station, maybe this one, and be like, hey, you won 2 tickets to go see Guns N' Roses at the Q. Come collect them. And you call the drug dealer. You say, hey, come collect your tickets. And they come to the station. It's a bust.
I feel like I've heard.
We're not taking you down to the Paradise City. We're taking you downtown. It's good.
You're going to the Slammer.
Yeah.
Are you listening to this? No. I don't want to. I'm not the feds.
We're not a fed.
I'm not a fed.
Not fucking narc.
Yeah.
216-859-8699 if you want to win some concert tickets.
Good for the Peruvian
Puff pepper.
The Peruvian police.
You were going to say Peruvian puff pepper.
The Peruvian puff pepping police officers for thinking outside the box here.
Yeah, I feel like there has to be some kind of law against this or we'd see it more often, right?
Okay, so
Probably. There's probably something in America where it says like they have to be
You cannot
displaying-
dress as a bear.
You
and
can't
arrest someone.
specifically, you can't dress as a bear and
We
arrest
can't arrest on Valentine's Day dressed as a bear with chocolates and balloon.
Can't arrest can't arrest anyone on Valentine's Day.
Ever.
Period.
It's the day of love, man.
apparently he had like a sign that said something, candy and a balloon. But the
I want to know what the sign said.
Yeah.
it's at the bottom of this wait. Oh.
Walk outside, see a bear that says free candy. I'm not approaching the bear. If there's a bear outside my house, the sign that says free candy, not approaching.
Yeah, I
In
don't know.
fact, probably getting a gun at that point.
Listen, on Valentine's Day, if a bear shows up outside of my house and is like, "Hey, Shayne, hey, I'm here for you," I don't know how I would feel. I don't know how I would necessarily feel about that.
Handcuffs off the side of the bear outfit.
Yeah.
Like, that's a kinky ass bear.
What's that bear doing having those handcuffs? Next thing, that's a little bit suspicious. Oh, I'm arrested. What?
Hey, bear, is that a gun in your pocket? You happy to see me? Oh, it's a gun. Okay.
It said in Spanish, "You are my reason to smile."
That's nice.
That's cute.
That's
Yeah.
ominous.
It's
like,
super cute.
I wonder if she had to have somebody
I hope
on
she
her
didn't.
side that was working with the cops.
I really hope she didn't. I really hope she just thought she had a secret admirer and a bear
Yeah.
showed up to her house.
Yeah, I feel like she was just like, oh, there's a bear here for me. I'm going to go hug it or something. Because that's the other thing. What do you do with this bear? What do you then do with the bear?
Do
Do you hug the bear? Do you take a picture with the bear?
I
Yeah,
feel
it's not
like
like someone sent you flowers at work where the guy shows up and drops them off and leaves.
Yeah.
There's a man in this suit.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Do you hang out with, do you have the bear for the rest of the day?
Ooh, that's the market I want to get into. Being able to rent out a bear for the rest of the
Rent
day.
a bear?
I feel
Rent a bear.
at-
Workshop.
At that point, you kind of just act like it's Mickey or Minnie Mouse at Disney.
Yeah,
and
but
you
then
take
what does it do
pictures
after
and blah,
this?
blah, blah.
Listen, I've never been to Disney, so maybe you can shed some light.
Sure.
I don't believe you're ever on a one-on-one private situation at your home with Mickey Mouse.
No, but like,
Listen, in general,
Oh,
there's
I don't think
Make-A-Wish
I'm
kids.
just speaking for people who have been to Disney when I say Mickey Mouse has never just shown up at my house. I think you can just ask the whole room that
listen,
question.
no, we keep talking about Disney and they might, all right? Mickey Mouse might show up with a restraining order one day.
Mickey, don't show up at my house. Please, God, Mickey, stay where you are.
Oh, heard you're advertising with Steamboat Willie, are you?
Yeah,
I'll make the switch all right.
Steamboat.
Fair
Steamboat's good.
use.
We're chilling with Steamboat. I fuck with him.
I fuck with Steamboat. I don't know about this Mickey guy.
Yeah, this other guy, this other
mouse?
this other mouse. I don't fuck with him. That's a rat to me.
Oh no!
You mean Mickey the
A
rat?
Yeah.
I think it's a good ploy. Also, if we're going to go down that route, I think why not dress up as Mickey? Have Disney get involved.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Disney crossover? Disney collab with the local PD?
Well, that is a big thing to have at birthday parties is like
Pit police.
well, no, people dressing up in like
Bluey or
like Mickey Mouse
a costume or something.
Spider-Man or Ninja Turtles or some shit. You know?
Oh man, have Spider-Man arresting people.
That would suck. Spider Cop. That would suck.
Dude, listen, I wouldn't even be mad if I got arrested for dealing drugs and Spider-Man was the guy. There's not a lot of better people to get arrested by.
I guess.
216-859-8699. Let me know if you want to win some concert tickets.
Everybody, this is the Pidge, and I'm here to tell you that I hate everything that you send me, but I love it at the same time because holy shit. That's all I gotta say to that. If you guys don't know me, I'm the Pidge, and I'm one of the members of the Styles Rebel Radio page. You probably won't hear me as much on the Rebel podcast because I'm away in Arizona, but every month I come out with the show. Submit your stuff into the Styles Rebel Radio Discord page under the Pigeonhole section, and it will be featured on the next show. Unless there's racial slurs. See ya.
The Artificial Intelligence Podcast is the only show written, voiced, and scored entirely by AI. All episodes are available now on stylesrebelradio.com.
The next time you're hanging out with your buds, why not reach down into your pants and whip it out for them? Let them take a good look at the Live 365 app streaming WSRR Radio 24/7, 365. Download in your app store today.
Whoever is the owner of the gray sedan, you left the Rebel Radio show playing.
I guess I should clarify, I didn't do it at the top. If you're listening live on Live 365, wherever you are, all over the world to WSRR Radio on this Monday at 5 p.m., we're not simulcast right now on Facebook. The Zuck finally shut us down.
Fuck you, Zuckerberg.
Don't know why. There wasn't a reason given. We just couldn't go live today. So we are simulcast right now on YouTube. You can go to the Styles Rebel Radio YouTube page, share the link with your friends, or you can also go to Styles Rebel Radio on Facebook and get the link there. But maybe we'll be on YouTube from now on.
We're coming for you, PewDiePie.
Or maybe, is PewDiePie still around?
We're coming for you, Mr. Beast.
Oh, you better watch out, Rhett and Link.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, we're
Good
on
mythical Monday to you.
Yeah.
Fuck. Was the Pigeonhole, Good Mythical Hole? Didn't you have an episode like that? Anyway, we're on YouTube right now, simulcast. Maybe we'll be back on YouTube next week. I really don't know. We could be on Twitch. Who knows? Let us know what you want us on. 216-859-8699. Also reach out to the Zuck and see why the fuck we're not live. I'm about to steal this man's spaghetti. That's how mad I am. Shayne's about to get real upset. Even in like briefing the show today, the story came up and you were livid at it.
I wasn't livid at it. I just think that it's I think that it is silly that we are talking about it. It doesn't seem worth anyone's time.
So let me break down the story real quick for you. Man went to the store. He bought some bleach and some paper towels, I believe. Toilet paper, one of the two. He had two items. Gets in line, sees the guy ahead of him, did his grocery shopping. He's got a cart full. So the guy goes, hey, you mind if I cut in front in line? The guy ahead of him quickly says no, and that's the end of their interaction. Until the guy in front of him starts checking out, to which our protagonist in the story, antagonist, I guess, decides to steal a box of pasta, spaghetti noodles from the guy's cart. Guy ahead of him doesn't notice, continues, checks out, leaves, and the guy buys the pasta noodles out of spite. And he's the one that makes the story. He goes to Reddit to ask, am I the asshole for stealing this man's pasta noodles? And then makes a TikTok about it because he thinks he's in the right, because he didn't get to go ahead of this guy. He stole his noodles out of spite. And the reason in here is because I didn't want him to have them after that.
He was just petty.
It's very petty.
His name's right here. I'm not going to read it. I'm not saying his name. I'm not giving him that gratification.
It's fine, Shayne. It's okay.
But he posted it on TikTok, and that in and of itself to me is like a cry for help. Like, hey, look at me, guys. I want social media attention. Look at me. I did something dickbaggy.
I wonder.
And now I'm gonna post about it and complain about it. Oh, look at me, guys. And now Distractify, thanks Distractify.com.
Awesome content, Distractify.com.
is Allison is writing an article.
Fuck you,
it.
Allison.
Yeah, so
I wonder why he decided to use that checkout lane. Like where he was it a Walmart? Was there a self-checkout available? What the situation was that he felt the need to ask this man grocery shopping if he could cut in front of him because he was going to take too long.
So clearly he's the asshole.
Yes.
Like he's not in the right in any means here.
yeah, YTA.
The fact that he went to Reddit and asked, am I the asshole, is beyond wild to me. You know, you said that you did it out of spite. Like, you literally just did this because you didn't get to go first. You are the asshole, undoubtedly.
Yeah.
However, my bigger issue with this is that he asked to cut in front. That's something that's offered. You don't ask to go in front. That pisses me off. That's my biggest issue. I can even get behind taking the noodles because that's kind of funny. It's kind of fun. Even if that wasn't the build up to it, if you're just like
taking
hey,
noodles, if I'm grocery shopping and someone takes my noodles and I find out if I'm walking in my car and I'm like, oh, wait, if somehow the stars align and I find out through telepathy that this fucker behind me in line somehow stole my noodles, I'm mad. I'm gonna be like, don't take my noodles. Give me those back.
It's the perfect crime, though.
I'm stealing I'm committing theft and I'm stealing those noodles back from him.
But it's the perfect crime because you're not going to find... You're either going to go home and be like, damn, I forgot the bag that had my noodles in it. Or you're going to go, did I get noodles? And then what's going to happen? You're going to go back to the store and buy noodles if you really wanted them. Even if you went, damn, someone took my... You're not going to hunt this guy down.
I might.
It's a good crime. It's a good crime.
Might fucking around.
It's a funny little joke.
Imagine.
The guy was standing in line, he went, noodles, and took them.
Imagine you get a pan of water and put it on the stove, and you go to get your noodles, and they're not there. And then you get your list, and you're like, you see a little check next to your noodles.
No more noodles, because this guy's fucking stolen them. Posted on TikTok.
Don't start cooking before you take out all of your stuff.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Did we talk about on the show years ago, or maybe it was with you or with the Pidge or someone, but someone came up to... The argument was essentially, if you don't have hot dog buns, then use hamburger buns if you have them, was essentially the argument. My argument was, why are you making a hot dog if you didn't check to see if you had hot dog buns before you made the hot dog?
Because having hot dogs is more important than having hot dog buns. If I'm hungry and I see that I have hot dogs, I'm going to be like, oh, okay, I'll make those and eat those. If I open my bread drawer, and I see that I have hot dog buns, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this inclines me to go buy hot dogs and make hot dogs.
No, but at the same time, if I have hot dogs in the fridge and I don't have buns, and I know that I don't have buns, I'm gonna go, damn, I'm gonna have to get buns before I make these hot dogs, or I'm just not gonna eat them right now. I'll eat them later once I have buns.
If I'm hungry, I'll eat them with bread. I'll make some toast.
I mean, if I'm really hungry, I'll just eat the hot dog.
Yeah, right.
But I don't like the argument of, well, just use the hamburger bun. Just look before you make it.
Yeah, that's not as valid.
This guy, if he goes home, isn't going to have pasta. He better not sit there and boil water and crack open the sauce before he looks at the noodles.
If he goes to boil water and he burns his house down.
That's the guy who got the pasta stolen from him?
The guy who showed up first to this checkout line.
The guy who stole the pasta.
I hope he just threw it away after too.
I just want to know.
Did.
I want to know why he believes so wholeheartedly that he deserved to go in front of that guy.
Because Americans are entitled. Americans are entitled little babies.
True.
Whatever happened to the 12 items or less line?
Yeah, what
he
the
should have
heck?
hopped in that bitch.
This guy.
Oh, yeah, so I stole the spaghetti.
He was in a hurry to clean.
I'm conventionally attractive.
All right, dude. Sick TikTok, man.
Shayne, are you attracted to the spaghetti bandit?
No, I'm just mad at it.
Shayne, you're the only one that brought that up.
I'm just mad at this guy. Well, because that's the only reason he's getting likes. If this was some, like, middle of the road dude from Podunk, Idaho doing this, people would be like, you're a dickbag, bro. Why are you stealing spaghetti?
I think they are. I don't think anyone's glorifying this guy.
Okay, there are girls being like, oh, it's not that bad. Oh, he's not that bad.
Listen, it's also not that bad. It's just spaghetti.
Whoa. You glorifying this? You sexualizing this guy right now? You
Shayne.
trying to suck this guy's dick right now? Style?
Listen, stay out of my bear costume, all right? That's for arrest. That's for nothing else, all right?
I just think that this guy is a silly little guy. I think that this guy's silly, and I don't know.
Sounds like you're glorifying him now.
I think he's silly. I think he's a silly guy.
I like the meme. I just don't understand the entitlement.
I don't.
And where it comes from.
I don't think the meme. Because here's the thing. I feel like, grand scheme, this is for TikTok. Grand scheme, he's coming back to his car. He goes into
Like he wanted to do
he goes
this?
into the grocery store thinking like, okay, I gotta get content out of this. I gotta find a way to squeeze some content out of my grocery store trip. Oh, let me go first. Oh, you didn't let me? Here, I'll take your. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my newest TikTok video. I'm your host, Spaghetti Stealer 69. Like
At Spaghetti Stealer 69.
He's just milking content at the expense of fucking humanity.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I wouldn't consider stealing a bag of spaghetti the expense of humanity. I think that's a bit of a stretch.
All right, well, it got us talking about him.
The expense of one human's dinner.
Yeah, the expense of one human's dinner. I just think it's like it promotes. I don't think stealing spaghetti in a helpful, like if it's a funny meme is good. This guy's just an entitled prick and then stole the spaghetti. But that doesn't make the meme of the spaghetti stealing funny now.
But
the context makes it now. Oh, you're just a dickbag who steals
He is,
spaghetti.
but that's the thing. I don't think anyone is on his side. Literally, the caption on this is the villains have been outing themselves lately. I think we're all memeing on him. I think we're all goofing on him.
Regardless, this is what he wants. He wants us to talk about this.
I don't know. Looking at this guy's face, who you would describe as beautiful, looking at this guy's face, it seems like he is genuinely dumb enough to think that he's in the right. Like, I could see this guy being like, no, this guy's fucking an asshole for not letting me cut ahead of him.
Maybe.
That's the vibe I get out of this grout fit wearing motherfucker.
Maybe.
Why did he buy the spaghetti?
He didn't buy the spaghetti. He stole the spaghetti.
So the person in front of him bought the spaghetti and he stole it out of one of the bags? How?
No, I'm pretty sure. Like, while
Or did
the
he
guy
steal it in
he
line?
stole it. Yeah, he stole it in line
And
before
then
the guy
bought it
checked out.
And then
himself.
bought it?
Yeah.
This is just what? Okay.
I'm just wondering.
Okay.
Why did
You cost yourself $1.67 for this prank, man.
Yeah.
He literally could have achieved the same situation and saw the look on the guy's face if he would have just grabbed the box of spaghetti and chucked it across the store.
Okay, regardless, you're a dickbag. Let's not promote dickbag energy.
Either way, it's the
just
same
don't
vibe.
do that. Just wait in line.
I just don't see the point in buying it if it just makes no sense to me.
No,
I want to know his thought process. I want to climb into his brain and understand why.
No, listen, I think it's a good prank if you.
I think it's funny.
No, listen, a completely different scenario. I think a good prank to pull because someone would get mad about it for no reason. Someone in front of you is checking out a line, you steal their spaghetti, you pay for it, right? You take their spaghetti out of their cart and you pay for it without them knowing. And now it's your spaghetti. But then you catch up with them walking out of the store and be like, hey, took your spaghetti. Here you go. And give it back to them.
Pay me.
No, don't ask for the payment back. Just buy their spaghetti and give it back to them because you know they'd get mad and they have no reason to. You saved them $1 something. I think it's a funny little prank, but you know they'd get mad.
I don't know if they would
Stole
get
your
mad.
spaghetti. I guess.
I think stealing a box of spaghetti is a hilarious crime for some reason. It's so inconsequential. What are you gonna? It hurts you more than anything.
I just don't understand this.
He's just gonna dump it in the New Jersey woods anyway. 216-859-8699. Let me know if you need a box of spaghetti.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pidge here to remind you that I have another show called Beyond Bounds. This is a show where we discuss controversial philosophical and scientific theories, such as the creation of the universe, wormholes, and other sort of things that you can submit your ideas into the Styles for Radio Discord page under the Beyond Bounds tab. I really think that you guys would enjoy it, and this is a community-based effort, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the future, coming in this next 2024, every other Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Hey everyone, Shayne here, the host of that show, Off Air. Check me out 3 p.m. weekdays on WSRR, Styles Rebel Radio.
Sick and tired of the disappointment that comes when you turn on your car radio? You may be entitled to a compensation. Call WSRR at 216-859-8699. Saving Underground Radio.
Welcome back to the Rebel Radio Show, live, uncut, and uncensored on WSRR Radio, saving the underground music scene. Of course, we're live every Monday at 5 p.m. Make sure to download the Live 365 app on your iPhone or Android, or I guess there's other phones out there. Your
on your
Motorola,
BlackBerry.
Yeah, on your BlackBerry, on your Motorola, on your whatever those weird Chinese phones are. Download it from your app store. Take us with you wherever you go. The Live 365 app, worldwide, pairs with your car stereo, your speaker, your Bluetooth. Anything that connects to the internet connects to WSRR Radio. You can even send the link to your mom or your rent-a-mom.
Ooh.
Yeah, so there's a lady.
Wait, there's moms in the area
Local.
that you can
Oh,
find?
mom's in my area. Oh, goodness.
You want to know where you can go to find them?
Grandma's cookies.
StylesRebelRadio.com. Grandma's cookies.
I don't know.
I'm so lost.
I never want to see that episode again, though. Thanks. You ruined an entire episode of SpongeBob for me, Shayne. Appreciate it. This lady says, I'm a rent-a-mom for Gen Z college students. Parents pay me $10,000 to cook, do laundry, and bail them out of jail. I think she might be the smartest person alive.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
So initially, when you brought this story, I thought she was getting paid by the college students.
She can. No, I think that's just an example that the parents are paying.
I didn't think about the parents doing it, but that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, those
are overprotective
ridiculous.
parents.
Yeah.
Well, here,
That's helicopter parenting for sure.
there's a quote here. I'm assuming this is from the lady. Oh, it's a whole service. So
That's crazy.
the concierge service for students, or CSS. But there's a quote. We get kids in pre-boarding schools, boarding school, or college, she said, and we take care of their practical needs, medical needs, mental health needs, and beyond.
This was started in 1993.
So this has been a thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick.
Why am I just now finding you can rent a mom?
That's kind
What the hell?
That's kind of gangster.
Dad, they've got to be making bank.
It has to be super expensive
They
to
could do
do
your
this.
laundry. That's crazy. I want to rent a mom just to like hang out and do my laundry.
And I'm assuming it's like a yearly.
It comes with a price tag of $10,000 per academic year.
I see. So is she around
It's
during the
just-
summer then? I wonder.
Maybe.
That's interesting. I wonder if you can pay
No.
extra.
Yeah,
and
like an
have
extra
her-
$5,000 for the summer.
Sure,
During
something
the
like that.
summer, they're with their actual moms.
Yeah, some rich parents.
Listen, I think it's a funny little service that and someone's gonna pay it. Obviously, people are paying it, which is
Right,
crazy to me.
right.
But I can rationalize if you are a spoiled brat and you've got a lot of money and not a lot of life skills, being like, well, yeah, I'm just gonna hire a mom to do my cooking and cleaning and fold my laundry. I can rationalize that.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like that's been going on since the 18th. Like queens have been doing that with nannies,
right,
Since, the 18th.
it's basically just an adult nanny, right?
Right, literally.
Yeah, I can rationalize that. I think it takes a step further when the services include bailing you out of jail. I mean, I guess that helps with the $10,000 price point.
Right.
Of well, why am I paying $10,000 for an adult nanny?
Right.
If my adult nanny is gonna bail me out of jail at 4 a.m, I might like that 10 grand.
And I wonder if
And they always get their money back. If you show up to your bond hearing, you should get, whoever paid the bail gets the money back.
Do they? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why people post bail.
I've never met Dog.
I wonder if there are kids who like had one of these rent-a-moms in like boarding school or like elementary school or something like that, boarding school, and then like hired them themselves in college.
Maybe.
That would be interesting. Like, oh, I just need my rent-a-mom back for a couple of years while I'm in college because I feel like I'll fuck off.
See,
so like I'll just rent a mom.
I'm gonna make some people mad right now, right? They say being a mom is the toughest job you can have.
Would you be able to?
But this is an actual job now. I think this job might be a little tougher. And you're getting monetary value for it.
The question I have is, so is this a taxable income?
It's got to be. It's a business. It's an LLC.
Yeah.
And 2, is the person able to file their taxes as a dependent?
No, because again, it's just an
mom.
adult nanny.
Yeah, I think it's like a yearly, like you get a yearly salary, I would assume, or a yearly wage.
Yeah, I wonder if you got to pay up front.
That's crazy.
Well, yeah, there's probably rates, and it's probably like family by family. You can discuss how it goes contractually, I would assume.
Based on your needs,
Imagine
probably.
sitting down to your payment plan with your mom.
Literally. That's probably how it goes.
Listen, I'm gonna put myself in the shoes of a spoiled brat here, real quick. I have all the money and none of the skills, so I'm gonna rent a mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got my 10 grand up front. I'm gonna get the most out of my 10 grand. Like, if I'm doing this service already, I'm assuming that I don't really have other people's best interests in mind.
Okay.
Like if I can't fold my own clothes,
right,
and make my own food, right, I'm probably not going to be worried about what this lady thinks or what her schedule is if I'm paying her.
Sure.
That's my mindset if I'm this person hiring the rent-a-mom.
Sure.
So I'm going to get my money's worth, man. I'm going to be asking for snacks at 3 a.m. Be like, I need a lasagna, Mom, right now.
Be a real degen.
Yeah, be an absolute fucking JD hood.
Throw the whole house out.
Oh, yeah. I need this whole thing cleaned twice a week.
Yeah, trash the whole house. Be like, sorry, need it cleaned.
Sorry.
That's what you're here for.
Yeah, I wonder what the stipulations are on.
Yeah, how far does it go? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week is what they say. They're on call.
On call?
Yeah.
Fucking imagine getting a call and be like, I gotta make a pie. I gotta go.
Oh, this is in Massachusetts too. This is in the States, baby.
You think I can find a rent-a-mom near here?
I thought this was across the pond, but this is around here.
I'm gonna look up a rent-a-mom service.
Good for them. I think this is a really good. Like, I think this is something that should expand if it hasn't already, and we just don't know about it.
You got one in New York.
That makes sense.
I don't see a rent-a-mom in Ohio. That's a shame.
I'm assuming it is expensive. And like that is, I don't know. You have to have like certain protections as the mom in terms of like legally, like if I get injured at the house or something like that, if I'm helping the kid and I get injured, or if I'm on call.
I wonder if the company provides insurance, or are you an independent contractor?
Right. Like if I'm driving to the house or whatever and I get into an accident, is my car like I don't know. There's
can you request rides from your mom?
That's what I'm saying. Like if it's like a emergency call and I have to rush to the hospital or something like that, and I get into an accident on the way, that's like, am I then liable? Because that's
right.
I don't know. There's.
What if your rent-a-mom gets in a car accident and can't follow through?
Yeah, am I getting my money back?
That's what I'm saying. If like they get into an accident and they can't.
Are you going to give me a new mom? I mean, am I going to be issued a new mom on the spot? Do you have one in the reserves?
Is there going to be a mom on ice? Yeah, just waiting.
I love that musical, Mom on Ice.
They thaw her out like
Walt Disney?
Like Han Solo.
Oh, yeah, that's
but it's
probably a better
like,
comparison.
It's like when your
like
mom...
Walt Disney. He'll be back.
Oh!
It's like when your mom tells you that she's on her way home and you were supposed to thaw out the chicken, and they're just like thawing out the extra mom really quickly.
They're thawing out. Shit.
Go bail him out. Go.
if I'm hiring a rent-a-mom, I expect all of the things that I could abuse out of a normal mom. I want to be able to borrow her car. I want an allowance.
$bucks.
Yeah, I want an allowance for doing chores.
Yeah, I think I definitely would just be like, hey, can I have $20?
Yeah.
Just to see.
You think that's a thing they can do? Is be like, hey, can
I would
can I
try
get some
it.
spending money?
I wonder
I would 1000% try it. And I bet these kids do too.
What are you gonna lose? You know,
it would be so good for the like Rent-A-Mom service to have like some sort of like borrow and like a loan service kind of, but like through a Cash App type thing where you can just request $5 from Rent-A-Mom and then you pay it back like next week because it's a service and not your actual mom.
God, they've got to be loaded. They've got to be fucking loaded.
Here's a good little story. Solomon, 36, who now lives in...
My favorite verse.
Yeah. Solomon, who's
I thought you were
who's
about
36
to quote the Bible.
and now lives in Manhattan. He wants his last name withheld for privacy reasons, but he told Post that the moms offered him an emotional safe space when he first relocated from America to America from Saudi Arabia in 2003 at the tender age of 16. So that's nice.
But he was a minor. I understand that more.
He needed a mom.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
fine.
Like this is just a good example of a use of it.
Right. Yeah, no, that's the good use of it. But there's 20-something-year-old kids in college getting a Rent-A-Mom.
I'm it's not a bad move. It's not a bad move, and if you're not a complete like degenerate dickbag who like actually has like a like if you're just a regular person who's trying to go about your business, but like you could use some help around the house, or you don't want to cook food or whatever, you just want to do your own, like having a Rent-A-Mom might not be the worst thing in the world. Like, oh, my laundry's done. That's good. I needed that done. I would have had to have done that.
Or like have your Rent-A-Mom run and grab your groceries or do whatever.
Right.
I feel like you can hire a housekeeper or some kind of nanny or made a lot cheaper.
There is all kinds of services.
Maybe, but maybe
I can go to McDonald's a lot cheaper.
You can do like Instacart.
They got the app.
Well, again, I'm saying maybe it's like a case-by-case scenario where like that's not a $10,000 job. That's maybe like a $5,000 contract where like you're helping this college kid just do their laundry and get their groceries and maybe help with their like light helping with their homework or some shit like that.
It said it was like base $10,000, right?
Yeah, for an academic year.
For an academic year. Does it have to be like college or any like, can it just be a regular adult not in college or school?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. There doesn't seem to be any kind of restriction on
like,
who can hire a Rent-A-Mom. Yeah,
can I just Rent-A-Mom now? I don't know. That might be
because like I don't have a school year for them to base that $10,000.
That's true.
$10,000 on.
How long is a school year? 7 months.
I don't even remember.
Mine was only 8, so...
Is it 8 months?
My entire year of school was 8 months, so...
Okay, so then yeah.
I'm going to assume something around there.
8 months is probably then I would assume then that 8 months is the average school year.
Probably.
Listen,
sounds about right.
I paid $20,000 to make pee-pee jokes in a microphone. I'm not the guy to ask about that.
$10,000 for 8 months of a person who...
Does your laundry.
Yeah, laundry. I'm assuming
groceries.
Laundry, groceries. I could probably ask them to cook. I could probably have them potentially pick me up every now and again. Probably not all the time, like not my Uber, but I could have them like...
But that's the thing, man. If I'm paying $10,000, I'm using it every day.
I don't know if I'm using it every day. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to be like overexerted. Like, I'd go out on the weekends and I would drink and be like, okay, drive me to and from.
Right.
But I don't think that I would make it like like I wouldn't make it all the time. Always you're driving me to everywhere I go.
I understand that because you're a normal human being who has emotions for other people. I get that. However, $10,000's a lot of money. And $10,000 better buy me a home cooked meal every day and a ride to and from. That's what I expect for $10,000, or I can just do it myself.
That's
And they're on call.
Well,
they offered this. They're on call.
I think
I could call them at 4 p.m. and be like, yo, I need a lasagna by 5.
And I bet, here's the thing. I'm saying it's a contractual thing. I bet you could probably get that, but probably not for $10,000, probably for like $15,000.
Maybe.
Or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
if there's a plan where I can just get food, I'd be more into that. If like
now see it, but what if it wasn't $10,000? What if it was like $17,000 and you got all you can eat food, all you can eat transportation,
24/7?
They're like
17 grand's too much if it's not 24/7.
like if you wake up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
and call them, they still have to drive to your house.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You would do that for 17?
Maybe if it's a dead guarantee that I can at 4 a.m. I wake up in a hot sweat and go, damn, I need some lobster bisque.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call mom.
Yeah.
And they drive over with lobster bisque.
No, they drive over and either have to stop at the grocery store on the way or something like that, but then they'll make lobster bisque when they get there.
But they're gonna come make me lobster bisque.
Yes.
That's a pretty good deal.
17,000?
17,000?
That's the number that I'm just like, throwing out because it might be higher depending on.
And it's for a year.
It's for 8 months because that's the school year. Because that's what we're calling the average school year.
The problem is it's not an even trade-off, right? Like, and it shouldn't be because they need to make money, and I get that.
Right.
But like, as me, the consumer of mom,
right, right.
As I'm known,
the mom consumer,
the mom consumptionist. If I'm paying 17 grand a year, essentially
8 months.
8 months. If I'm paying 17 grand for the fiscal year,
okay.
That's more money than it's going to cost me to go to the store and make 3 meals a day.
Is it?
Probably.
You're probably right. Because you guys are probably right. That makes sense.
My rationale is you go to the grocery store, if you buy for like 2 weeks groceries, maybe like $250, $300 for 2 weeks, and that's maybe lunch and dinner. You're probably not getting 3 meals every day from it.
Right.
Because you're probably going out to eat, you're probably snacking, you probably got leftovers. So it's probably a lot more expensive to hire mom for 17 grand for a year. But that's why I'm saying if I do it, if I'm committed to getting mom for the year, for the 8 months, for the fiscal year, if I'm committed to 8 months of mom, it's gonna be more than 3 meals a day, and it's gonna be, me waking up at 3 a.m.
No, I don't disagree.
Mom's gonna be in the in-law suite.
I don't disagree with that. I'm definitely getting breakfast, lunch, and dinner from mom if I'm but that's 8 months. I don't know if I'm paying 17,000 though. I think 17.
It's steep.
I would pay 10,000 for the basic needs.
Yeah, what are the plan packages? What are the plan packages I need to know?
I feel like the most average is like $10,000. You get laundry, you get
jail bailout.
Yeah, jail bail. You get food when needed. You can plan that out. And maybe like
a ride.
Like rides, but not all the time.
Yeah,
not like everywhere to and from. You can just kind of
rides.
I think.
Well, I don't think there's a monetary number to it. I think it's just you call them up, and if it becomes too much, then they're like, "I'm going to have to raise your rate." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's the interesting part. Well, I think that's the interesting, because there's got to be stipulations of like when I'm going to make you, because I'm sure these people aren't waking up at 3 a.m. to cook dinner, right?
Yeah, right.
So there's got to be restrictions.
There has to be some limitations.
That's the part I'm concerned about for this much money.
What are the specific guidelines for the? Hold on, what the hell?
And like you said, if I can negotiate
the concierge service for students,
yeah.
Again, because it's for students.
Yeah.
That's
true.
That's the last S in CCS. So I'm assuming you have to be. It's probably something where like you have to be a part of a school to even apply for this program.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Interesting.
I mean, that's probably their target demo anyway. So.
Well,
you
yeah,
have to
100%.
apply with your .edu.
Right. You have to apply with your fucking student email or something like that. We can make a fake college, a fake school, and
I've been to a fake school. We can use that one.
That's true. It works for my Spotify.
Definitely didn't get an extra year of Adobe for free, or not free, but heavily discounted. You imagine getting? If we were in the same dorm and you had a rent-a-mom, you know how much shit I would give you.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing too. Is like depending on how much you use it, there's gonna be like social pushback.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You're gonna kind of be a weirdo who has like a fake mom around doing all that shit for him. You know,
you got a hot date tonight. Mom better pick us up at 8.
Right.
I feel like this is the best for like those rich kids whose moms are just like off.
Yeah, and I think that's the target demo.
Yeah, it's definitely rich kids who haven't figured out how to transition into adults.
Well, I think it's like the rich families who the mom and dad always want to be away on vacation and like have someone else raise their kid. Essentially, is like, okay, well,
the nanny.
Yeah, here's the CSS. Yeah, it's just a new. I think that this is just like
the new
phrasing. Of a nanny, yeah.
Well, a newer phrasing of what essentially a nanny is. You know,
but
interesting.
I feel like in those situations, most people would just assume that's their mom. How often have they actually? If anything, the only time they're going to see that person's mom is at graduation.
Right.
So that's like the last time.
My question is, like you said, if I am renting a mom, can I negotiate what is included in my package?
I think.
Because I feel like, again, 10 grand's a lot of money. I feel like a lot of that goes to bailing you out of jail. I feel like that being included is a decent chunk of change.
Probably.
If I can sit there and be like, you know what?
I
think I can keep my nose clean. I don't need the bailout service.
Well,
can we knock $5,000 off this?
Here's the thing too.
These shithead college.
I'm not talking about these shithead. I'm saying if I have 10 extra expendable grand
and mom,
and I need a rent-a-mom for 8 months, as you do sometimes.
Of course.
Can I negotiate the plan?
What, you're gonna tell her to edit the
Yeah, we're gonna have contract negotiations. No, mom's not gonna edit the show, but she's gonna cook me dinner while I do it.
I just feel like the price is depending on the contract, and there is like maybe legal limitations that they have to take. But yeah, I feel like bailing out of jail is a hefty portion of it.
At what point?
But then,
and then gas is probably the bigger one.
But then here's the other thing too: is like, what is the bail then? Because then you have to
There's got to be a limit.
You have to like preset a bail essentially, because bail could be fucking anything. You know what I mean?
$50,000
for what I'm thinking, for 10 grand, bail is probably 3. I don't know why that's the number that comes up to my head.
That's fair. 30% of the 10 grand is bail. That makes sense.
So if I can,
that's a hefty chunk of the pie.
Yeah,
the percentage pie.
If I can have an interview with potential mom, and I can say, listen, I'm not going to get arrested. All right, my dad's a cop. Works at Nintendo as well. Has a bear costume. Like, I'm good.
Yeah. We're covered. He's got the bear costume.
Dude, listen, I've always got my bear costume, my cuffs on me. I'm solid.
Of course.
There's the riot guys behind me. Can we do 7 on the table? Tag style out the door. I'm going into Rent-A-Mom like it's a car dealership here. I'm looking for the dings and scratches.
Trying to wager out a better price.
I ain't paying sticker price for mom.
Maybe we can do like 2K on the bond thing, you know?
At what point can you just like cut mom out of the picture and hire a maid?
Can you get a refund?
A butler.
She's not up to snuff.
Yeah, this mom's not working out.
I called her at 3 a.m. wanting a lasagna. She didn't show up. Slept in. What the fuck? Came in with some Stouffer's bullshit. It's not what I asked for.
Not gonna lie. Told her I didn't like green beans. Guess what's in the chicken pot pie? Green fucking beans. Seems like I should be getting a refund for that pot pie. I'm sending it back. Take it back to the kitchen. Make me a new one. There's crust on this sandwich, Mom.
Imagine yelling at at your Rent-A-Mom on the phone in front of your like coworkers that think you're on the phone with mom.
That's just my
No, don't worry, it's my Rent-A-Mom.
That's just Karen.
Yeah, I can.
Don't worry about it.
I can yell at her.
I wonder what. There's probably a large percent that call them mom, right?
Probably.
There's also probably a large percentage of these kids that hate their Rent-A-Mom. I feel
hate you, Rent-A-Mom.
Yeah.
You're not even my real mom.
We get you at a discounted rate, bitch.
I applied for a grant for you. Listen, man.
Yeah, there's definitely a good amount of kids that...
If there's anything we've learned, never pay sticker price for your Rent-A-Mom. 216-859-8699 if you want to make me a lasagna for less than 10 grand. 216-859-8699 is the number to text in. It works for all of our shows. Of course, we're live every Monday right here at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That's stylesrebelradio.com is the homepage to get you all of our show times. Wednesdays at 10 a.m. on all major streaming platforms as the Rebel Podcast. 216-859-8699 again is that number to text in. It works for all of our shows like Shayne's Off Air. We got Beyond Bounds. We got The Pigeonhole. We got a whole bunch of other stuff at stylesrebelradio.com. Hey, don't forget, download the Live 365 app. Take us with you wherever you go because we're saving the underground music scene. Again, to my right is Shayne.
Bye, everyone.
On the board is Jules.
Adios.
Until next time, peace.